Welcome to the SFL Pro Bowl Draft. I'm SFL Commissioner Cameron Irvine, and here with me tonight is the head coach of Team Sandlin, Zach Sandlin. How you doing, Zach?
Doing pretty well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How's MVP life treating you?
Not too bad. I got this really large crowd of people following me around all the time now, but
What are you, Matt Wilson?
it's apparently so.
Golly, I thought Matt Wilson was the only guy following, or with a crowd of people following him around. I guess not.
I mean, I try to get them to leave me alone, but they follow me everywhere. I have to chase them out of the bathroom when I'm trying to go.
Well, from one coach who has a crowd following him everywhere he goes to the other coach who has everyone trying to run away as soon as possible, Ray Bentley with Team Bentley. How you doing, Ray?
Well. Zach Sandlin has big old crowds. I'm coming for you, baby.
Right.
I'm coming. That crowd, I remember it. It was great, glorious. And it'll be mine again.
Season 9 was a long time ago, my friend.
Was I planned for the past every single day.
All right, so before the Pro Bowl draft, we had the Miami Marauders and the Houston Oilers winning the uniform vote. Zach Sandlin has deferred to Ray Bentley on whether or not he would like to choose to be the home team or be the road team and get the number one pick. Ray Bentley, your choice is what?
My choice is to tell Zach that he's got to stare himself down now, watching his away face across the field as the Houston Oilers march their way and player Zach Sandlin's way to a Pro Bowl victory. Ray Bentley is taking Zach Sandlin as his first pick.
All right, Zach. So, I mean, I guess you could choose to run backwards every time you get the ball for Ray. How's that going to work?
I mean, I could, but I mean, I'm trying to play fair. Ray just, doesn't take my moonshine away from me.
I mean, either way, Bentley is guaranteeing you a Pro Bowl victory.
He is.
One way or another.
He's such a nice man.
He really is. I appreciate that, Ray. Thank you very much.
So,
however it goes, I will bask in the tears of one Zach Sandlin or another. So my master plan is coming to fruition.
So Sandlin thinks glass half full, and Bentley thinking glass half empty. He's gonna lose no matter what. 20-17.
It's the Pro Bowl curse.
Ball's on the goal line. Sandlin gets the carry. That could be fascinating. All right, Zach. So you, the MVP, were taken first overall, not by yourself. So who do you want to take first on Team Sandlin?
Team Sandlin is going to take Malinishin at strong safety first.
Jeff Malinishin of the London Knights goes unofficially first. Zach Sandlin technically first, but anyway, why Jeff Malinishin? Is he going to be returning kicks for you?
He might be, but I mean, obviously I'm a defense coordinator now. I'm a defensive-minded person first, and I really liked watching him roam in the backfield and come down and hit people hard. So I want a good, strong safety that's not scared to come down and smack people.
All right, so Jeff Malinishin goes first to Team Sandlin. It's back to you, Ray.
I figured if I've got an offensive powerhouse, it's time to pick up some defense. So I want Mr. Everett Garrison to come on down to Team Ray. I think
Everett,
it's about time to have a little fun with some cornerbacks, a little air attack for you.
yeah, he was a beast this season. Didn't he? He just won Defensive Rookie of the Year, didn't he?
I believe he did. He's a very shiny jewel that I can't wait to add to my crown.
Hey, 1,000 bits from Allen for defense first in all caps, and defense second as well, with Everett Garrison getting selected by Team Bentley. For those that don't know, unlimited substitutions in the Pro Bowl, so you'll see all of these players all game long. That's next Sunday, 6 Central, 7 Eastern. That's right, we moved it up for all you Game of Thrones freaks, so you don't kill my viewership. All right, back to you, Zach.
You're welcome.
Back to me. Let's go with Chappelle at free safety.
So back-to-back safeties from Team Salem. Got a defensive battle going on here early. Chappelle, shockingly, just one of 2 Tallahassee Pride players in the Pro Bowl. Any thoughts to that, Zach?
I mean, after facing Tallahassee this year, I think their defense is them and the Sharks are two of the more underrated defenses I thought this year, just from what they put up. So interested to see where some of these other players go, but I definitely want to build a strong defensive secondary.
All right, Ray, are you countering with more defense, or are you going to switch things up?
I like to flip-flop. I'm a flip-flopper. And so I was thinking, when I've got Zach Samlin on my team, I need some chemistry there, I don't just want him destroying people. I want him smiling at his buddy, junior, senior, the third, as he's catching passes down the field.
Oh, Zach, you if you wanted your teammate, you should have taken him.
I didn't expect Ray to take him so early.
It hurts, doesn't it?
So
it does.
Ray's got a love for Texas here tonight. 3 players and 3 players from Texas. Have you ever been to Texas, Ray? You should have come last summer.
I've been several times, but I've only stayed in Amarillo, and it was a lovely nightmare. So I can't wait to actually come to Dallas, where it's much better right here.
Isn't it Amarillo? Anybody want to comment on that?
But I'm trying to learn Spanish, and I get frowned at if I say it the other way.
Oh.
So.
Well, that's, I'm sure it's understandable. How was that wedding, by the way?
You guys are very lucky I'm alive and awake. But it was gorgeous. Richard Montague is a very lucky man. He's a beautiful bride with Jesse, and it was absolutely a wonderful ceremony. Couldn't have asked for anything more, to be completely honest.
Wait, did you say Richard Montague was the guy that got married?
Yeah, Miracle Montague himself.
Hey, congratulations to Richard Montague. I didn't even know that. That's awesome.
There we go, yeah.
So yeah, hats off to the. So, an Aztec got to go to an Aztec wedding. That's awesome.
I've got a few pictures. I'll share them with you.
Did he invite you, or did you crash that party?
A little bit of both, and because I was one of the few people that none of his family knew, I told him I was only related to him via the SFL. It was wonderful.
Nice. Well, that's awesome. Congrats to Richard. All right, Zach, your third pick, please.
My third pick is going to be, I was going to take JS3 here, but Ray stole my pick. I'm going to be salty about that now. So I guess I'm going to go with Stephen Hacker at wide receiver.
Stephen Hacker of Queen City. Did you see him that last week of the season against Baltimore? What a show.
I did. Enjoyed watching him all season as he's just slowly gotten better and better throughout the season.
So Stephen Hacker, the first Queen City Corsair, off the board. Avery King's still out there at linebacker. Back to you, Ray.
Well, you guys know how much I love Texas. I mean, I'm the Oilers.
Oh my gosh!
I've got junior, senior.
He's gonna do it.
It's time to get chilly. I want Kevin Bain.
Oh!
On my squad right now. Kevin, come on down.
Kevin Bain over Big Sexy. Explain.
Right. That's right. I crunched the numbers and realized I know nothing about math, so I flipped a coin and Kevin won.
All right, Zach. Bain's off the board. Where are you going next?
Let me look at my board here. Hold on. I gotta think for a second. Here I am trying to actually be thoughtful with these picks, and Ray's over here flipping coins, trying to put his team together.
There's a method to the madness. The method is madness, but I swear it's there.
So I'm going to pick a linebacker, somebody that was really crazy on the field. I don't think he got as much recognition as he deserved. I'm going to pick Dylan Rowland.
Dylan Rowland of Chicago, the only Wildcat on the board. So 4 teams, 4 different players. Roland was a force, especially against running backs, Zach. You sure you
Yes,
want
he was.
You sure you want to put up with that? I'm surprised you're taking any linebackers at all, although it is required.
Hey, I got to figure out a way to stop myself now. You know.
We like to have fun here. Hey, 9th pick. It's back to you, Ray.
I've been talking about fraternity and everything, and I truly believe in my heart that choosing the bronze, I believe it's ATM machine Mike tags as my tight end, because I can't think of a finer man to represent Mexico in the Pro Bowl, and I'd love to have him too.
Yeah, I would have figured you might have been a little upset. He's been trying to steal your thunder as of late with all these feed me the ball posts.
It's a lot easier to give him poison if he's in my locker room than if he's in Zach's. So, oh no, I said that out loud.
Go ahead, Zach. Pick 10.
Pick 10. I'm going to take a defensive tackle, and I'm going to pick my good buddy Denzel Maverick. Mavman.
So not a Lobos sweep by Mr. Ray Bentley. Zach Sandlin finally gets a teammate of his.
Praise God.
All right, so before we switch things up and give Zach a back-to-back pick as we head to the 11th, shout-outs to Drek 900, Brown Knights, Syndicate, NGE Burt's in there, another 1,000 bits from Alan. Alan is killing it in the bits tonight, and if you don't have your bits in already for progression coming up this season, make sure to get those in before you sign. The Dr. Zach is in the house. 901 Justin J, Jacob MKW, Siege Falco, and many more in the chat with us tonight. So thanks for being here with us on the Pro Bowl Draft. We're going to flip things and back to Zach now for pick 11.
With pick 11, I'm going to take a quarterback.
First quarterback off the board.
Yeah, a quarterback. I'm going to take Xander Golden as quarterback.
Wow, offensive player of the year. Why not Ron Cochran, the 3-time champion?
I like Ron. I really do. I respect him as a quarterback and as a player, but I just really loved watching Xander sling that ball around. And to me, he looked like he had a little bit stronger arm going down the field than Concord did. So
Stephen Hacker likes that in the chat. He gets Xander Gold to be his quarterback for a day. All right, Ray, your 6th pick.
Quite at the level of selecting quarterback yet, although the moment draws near. But right now I do want to bolster my defense a little bit, and I can't think of a better player, again, than strong safety Max Jackson.
Max Jackson is the pick, so that's 2 strong safeties off the board. Go ahead. Why Max, Ray?
It just, I think he's going to make, especially now, Xander's life hell. And that's what I'm here for. I'm going to needle Zach. I'm going to just absolutely push his buttons. And I think Zach's the man to do that. I'm sorry. I think Max is the man to do that. Zach can push his own buttons.
Hey, how about that, Ray? 5,000 bits from Max Jackson in the chat. I think he wanted to play for your team.
Max, I'm pumped. Let's get this win. Let's go out and eat a W, as my friend James Winston so famously said.
Your friend, huh?
Yeah. I'm sure if we met, we'd be great friends.
All right, Zach, pick 7 for you.
I'm going to take somebody to hopefully help complement some players I already have. And I'm going to pick a running back. I'm going to go with a good buddy of mine from the old rookie showcase. I'm going to pick Reggie Streeter as my running back.
Reggie Streeter, who just signed a massive contract, the highest valued contract of any player so far in the re-signing period. He's off the board before. Jared McChesney, what do you like about Reggie?
Like I said, the rookie showcase, got to know him pretty good there, and he's a good workhorse back. He can run the ball, he can catch the ball. He's got speed. He's got power. He's got a little bit of everything that I would look for in what I'm trying to build here. So, and hopefully he's going to be a good complementary factor to Xander Gold slinging it down the field to Stephen Hacker.
What say you, Ray?
Say it's time to bring the man that gave me the worst shellacking of my life, so bad that it's a wonderful picture that gets shared on a frequent amount of articles. I love linebacker Slim Shady, so that he won't be able to wrap up Zach Sandlin.
Tell me, what did he do to you back in the day?
It was season 10. I believe it was Mexico's first game playing against London, and I was, at that point, I had the large crowds traveling behind the Altered Beast, and he took one look at me and flattened me worse than a pancake. I'm haunted by it. And the least I can do is try to haunt him for the next week.
All right, so Slim Shady goes to Team Bentley. Go ahead, Zach, with your next pick.
Having a running back like Reggie Schrader, you got to have somebody locked for him. Give me Jason Williams.
Jason Williams, so the fullback comes off the board.
And that he can run and catch too, by the way. So I got two guys in the backfield that can go easily for 100 yards apiece. So have fun with that one, Ray.
Interesting. So Ray gets the punter. You going to be punting a lot next week, Ray?
You know, you've walked right into my trap, Zach. I don't want to say that's exactly how I had things shaking out, but I'm looking at punter Dustin McCrack on my draft board, and you just did the work for me, so thank you. I appreciate it very much. But no, as someone that loved the punting coming into the game, I would love to have a punter on my team.
So we flip it back to Ray. He's got two members of the Fury and two members of the Lobos on his team now. What's your next pick, Ray?
I think it's about time that we get a field general, someone who knows what they're doing. And much as I love Ron Cochran, and I do, Mike Dazzo has absolutely dazzled me. Dazzled? I'll get it eventually. But I think Mike and I are written in the stars to be together here. So
Dazzo is the second quarterback off the board. That means whatever the next quarterback is taken, that's defaults to the fourth quarterback defaults to the other team. Little Birdie has told me that Mike Dazzo is going to be on the next Hall of Fame ballot. The Hall of Fame finalists will be announced soon, and then the Hall of Fame induction for this season's class will happen in Atlanta in July. So look out for that information on the league website. Back to you, Zach.
All right, I'm going back to picking a little bit of defensive people here. We got two really good safeties. I need somebody else on the corners to help cover some stuff down, and I'm going to pick Josh Combs. He can't cover very well. He can't jump, but he can hit people, and he somehow manages to get some interceptions every once in a while. So I'm hoping that he can get one or two for me in this Pro Bowl game.
So the Lobos are split. I don't think that your new team owner is going to appreciate what you're saying about him right now. But your job security must be pretty good, Mr. MVP, so I guess you get to say what you want now. Remember what that was like, Ray?
Oh, you said Ray. I was staring off into the distance, remembering what it was like. And it was lovely. I almost moved to tears. I'm sorry.
All right, Ray, you're next, unless you want to stare some more.
I do love staring, but because I do understand Game of Thrones is a wildly popular phenomenon, I want Dazzo to have a weapon, and I believe Gabriel Manning is just the guy to do it. I think the Dazzo Manning connection is where it's at. I'm a fan, and I can't wait to make it happen.
So Gabriel Manning, how about this team starting to develop for Team Bentley, the league's all-time leading passer, the MVP, one of the best two-way players in terms of special teams and offense in the game, and then JS3 and Mike Daggs as well. What's your counter, Zach?
I'm going to go back to offense and go with the garbage man himself, Trash Kristen Carr, as my big tight end threat over the middle.
So you just got sick and tired of Bentley taking Dallas players, and you decided to take 3 of them in the next 5 or so picks.
Yes.
Oh, well.
So all the Lobos off the board. The Lobos, one of a handful of teams that had 5 Pro Bowl honors, I guess. I'm struggling with words. I should stare off into space more often and collect my thoughts. Back to you, Ray.
It very much helps, I will say. And I will also say for my 10th pick, I'm going back to the defense as well. I don't think I have a free safety, and I need to change that because I feel like I've just been struck by a bolt of inspiration, a Giovanni bolt.
You should try to figure out how to do a pun for every single pick the rest of the night.
I have no idea how much work I put into these terrible guys. Pages and pages just on the floor in the trash can.
While Montague was reading his vows, you were sitting there writing puns for the Pro Bowl draft.
Over and over and over. I got him to go over them. He kept saying I'm busy. But so was I.
Ray, it's going to stick with you for your 11th selection.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's see. Going down the list, I think it's time to wipe one of the skill positions clean from the board. And so I'm gonna go with a little northern of a pick, but I want Colin Hart from the Sioux Falls Sparrows to be my second back. I think a Hart-Sandlin combo is gonna give him nightmares for months to come.
So Bentley takes Hart instead of McChesney. You all right with that, Zach?
Yeah, that's fine. Give me McChesney. Second best back in the league. I'm fine with it.
As if McChesney needs a bigger chip on his shoulder. Was upset he didn't get an MVP consideration, and now he's the 4th running back taken in tonight's Pro Bowl draft. You guys are just making it harder for yourselves next season. That's all I know.
Hey, it's fine. Let him come play for me with the chip on his shoulder.
So Jared is taken by Zach, so it goes back to you, Ray. Or I'm sorry, Jared is given to Team Sandlin by default, so Zach, you are up again.
I'm up again. Okay, so I'm going to go with the defensive end pick, and may surprise some people, but I'm going to take Gib-Lidoo.
Gib-Lidoo. You know, Tulsa didn't get a ton of recognition last year just because they missed the playoffs, but Lidoo had a career year. He was outstanding.
I absolutely agree. Had a very, very impressive stint, especially the first half of the season. I think he was leading in sacks and tackles and a couple other categories of defensive line. So.
All right, Ray, you're up.
Starting to spook me with that team over there, Zach. It's starting to build up, but I think I just gotta pull that trigger. I don't know if you can hear it coming around the river bend. It's the riverboat. It's Riverboat Ron Cochran. Toot toot.
Well,
Team Red.
Little do you know, you fell right into my trap. You've activated my trap card, and I got the other quarterback that I want.
Oh. Do they cancel each other out if we've trapped each other?
I'm still hung up on toot
Trapped
toot. That's the
Jason
first time toot toot's ever been said on a SFL broadcast. So congratulations
make
for
it
that.
many more.
So, Zach, you wanted Tom Pepper.
I did.
Why?
I mean,
Why not?
why not? I mean, you got the most prolific passer in the league. Great arm. I mean, give him the receiver and tight end, and a couple of the other picks I'm planning on going for a little bit later. And between him and Xander Gold, I think you're gonna have a deadly combo at quarterback.
1,000 bits from Allen, 1,000 bits from Ron Cochran, also Gib-Lidoo with a couple hundred bits off of his pick, and then 500 bits from AJ Levy as well in the chat. This is our first off-season event. Can you believe, guys, that the championship game was exactly 6 days ago? Doesn't it seem like an eternity?
It does.
days ago?
It seems like
6
it was so much
days.
further away.
Yeah.
Morning feels like 6 months ago. Oh my god.
Crazy how time flies. All right, let's gather my thoughts. Zach, it's back to you after Bentley took Ron Cochran.
All right, so I'm going to go with another wide receiver. Got to give these quarterbacks some deep threats downfield, and I'm going to go with Deezer Powell.
Deezer Powell. Xander Gold was calling for it in the chat. He wanted his teammate, and you gave it to him.
I mean, you can't split up that duo, can you? I mean, can you really, any sane person, split those two up at all?
What do you think, Ray? Would you have split them up?
Absolutely. I'm a heartless monster. And nothing brings me more joy than, again, culling the tears of both my friends and enemies. So once again, Zach Sandlin's digital or real tears. Absolutely split them up, 100%.
Mighty RX in the chat saying that it's been 2 weeks. So maybe it hasn't been 6 days. It's been 2
I
weeks?
don't know how time works at all.
I don't either,
So
apparently.
I'm just going to believe whatever you guys say.
All right, Ray. What's your next selection?
Well, if Tom Pepper is a prolific passer, and that he might be, and I believe he was, then I desperately need Merrick Gutierrez on my team to stem that threat.
And he's going to be blocking some possible punts to you from a punter that we have no idea who's even going to be on Team Sandlin. So, look out. 3 of the 5 Fury players now on Team Bentley. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're 14 in for each team. So this is pick number 29 overall. Back to you, Zach. Halfway through, by the way.
Back to me. Let's see here. So let's see who I got right now. I gotta think this through. Let's see. Got 2 safeties. I got 1 corner. I think I need to go for another corner that can actually cover because
wow,
as Crash Cones cannot cover. Give me Kaz McFly. Have the No McFly Zone join over here with me.
Ooh, the No McFly Zone heads to Team Sandlin. So few vultures still out there. Dazzo and McFly, the first 2 selected. Ray's got the next pick.
Well, I'm feeling a little defensive, feeling a little insulted. So I think I need my friend Jacob Gustafsson on my team. The strong safety. I think he's a good man, a strong brow, and he's just going to do great things for the team. So Jacob, please, if you would join up, it would mean a great deal to me.
I'm sure you remember Zach or Matt. Try again. I'm sure I'm a little rusty. It's the off season after all, and it's been like 2 days since the championship game. So, but I'm sure you remember the San Francisco defense when they played you last. If you don't, Matt Wilson certainly does.
The less I say about them playing us, and the more I say about him playing Zach, the happier I'll be.
Fair enough. All right, Zach, back to you.
Back to me. So that gives me Kai on my team, does it not? He's the only.
You are correct, sir. Ethan Kai heads to Team Sandlin. So Ray Bentley, I think that's the 3rd time he's made a pick for you. So you have another selection.
Let me go ahead and take another tight end and give me Jamal Wooding.
All right, so Zach now making picks for Ray. Jamal Wooding goes over to Team Sandlin, and Tiberius Bovine will head to Team Bentley. That's the first Renegade off the board, and Bovine and
baby.
Dags are on the team. All right, Ray, who's next?
I think we can make something work here, but oh my gosh, my eyes! there's such a shine in them, in a Qantas shine, and I swear pages just crumpled, thrown in the trash, just the worst. But no, Aquana Shine is a fierce linebacker, and once again, if I want to be stopping Zach's run threat, I think he's the one to do it.
So that's your first linebacker off the board, just the second linebacker overall. But Aquanta Shine pulling a fast one on the people at home, dragging them over to Team Sandlin. But Aquanta Shine will scurry on over to Team Bentley, and Zach has the next pick.
Let me see here. I have a feeling this game's going to come down to maybe a clutch field goal or two. So.
Picking kickers.
Let me have Kramer Jackman.
Kramer Jackman. So the third vulture is going the way of Team Bentley. Why Kramer over Shark?
I think Kramer was perfect on the season. I don't think he missed, and he had a couple of clutch game winners for Denver down the stretch. I'm sure Eddie Gage doesn't want me to talk about a certain clutch field goal kick towards the end of the season. But,
ouch. Shark goes over to Bentley. And let's get a quick count here. 6, 8, 11, 14, 16, 18 players for Team Sandlin. And for Team Bentley, he's got 6, 10, 13, 16, 18 as well. And Bentley got the first pick. So Sandlin, it's back to you.
All right, let's load up some offense again. Give me Rich Pratchett at wide receiver. Gotta get all my rookie friends over here with me.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, name some other rookies. What's the rookie team you got working over here? Stephen Hacker, Rich Pratchett, Kramer Jackman, I believe was a rookie as well. Jamal Wooding.
Reggie Stringer.
Though it fits because Zach is or was a rookie this season, and my time to shine was far long ago. So if it's rookies versus vets, the old men have got it.
You know, it's kind of looking that way. Mike Dazzo, Gabriel Manning, very interesting teams developing here. Who do you want, Ray?
Well, if we're really going that route of vets against newbies, and this might have just been the way my order shook out, but I'm liking Big Sexy now.
Oh.
I know I took Bane before him, but to separate them, that would be heartless and cruel. And I'm not that kind of person.
You said you were earlier.
Are you questioning me?
I am. 100% I'm questioning you.
It sounds like there's a question mark coming out of your mouth.
There's 2 or 3
Right
question
there.
marks coming out of my mouth right now.
Interesting.
I have a feeling this game could get chippy. I think we're gonna have both of these coaches mic'd up during the game. I think everyone would approve. Let us know in the chat. By the way, Rich Pratchett for getting selected to the to Team Sandlin with 810 bits in the chat. Also had, let's see, got to scroll up just a bit, but saw some more. 1,200 from Deezer Powell after he got selected. And a couple more subscribers to the channel. Direct 900 for 6 months in a row. AJ picked 6, 11 months, and many more. So, Dominguez goes to Bentley. Back to you, Team Sandlin. Team Sandlin. Uh-oh. Can't take the heat. What'd you do to him, Ray?
I'm not sure. I know I was pointing and doing the eye thing, where the 2 fingers to the eyes and the back of his eyes and then mine his, so that he knew. But my webcam's not on it. I wasn't sure if he actually saw it. Oh gosh. Zach, are you okay, buddy?
Mr. Sandlin, you're making Game of Thrones fans very nervous.
There are 21 minutes before a bunch of main characters are going to eat it, and I'm going to win some money or lose it, so...
Zach?
Am I back now?
Yes, you are. You're a pick, sir.
Oh, my goodness. I was sitting here talking to myself and wondering why you guys weren't responding to what I'm saying. Sure my neighbors are really appreciating hearing me talk to myself a lot. What I was saying was I need another defensive tackle, and I would like to take EJ DeQ, help shore up that defensive line. So
Phil Hall will move forward after the Dominguez pick, and then Team Sandlin taking EJ DeQ. It kind of left a teaser. If we had commercials on this show, that would have been the teaser. Who will Sandlin take when we come back? And he takes EJ DeQ with his first pick after our brief absence of Zach's microphone. So, Ray, you're up.
We've got to get that kind of music that heightens the tension, the kind of thing.
Right as you said that, Ray, I know you can't hear the music going on in the background, but right as you said that, that literally happened on the broadcast.
Remind me not to talk about my skull during the Pro Bowl, because this is clearly an indication of why I never join broadcasts.
But that was amazing what you just did there. It was great. When you did that, it was like an echo in my ear. That was incredible. All right, Ray.
I hope all of you have chills and goosebumps and are ready, because my next pick is Optimus Klein. I watched Transformers today. I'm really pumped to get someone named Optimus on my team. I think he's going to do it. And to be honest, with Ron and Optimus, it's hard to mess that one up too. Again, don't want to split them up. Not a monster.
So that's 4 Alaska Store members. Jason Williams, all by his lonesome over there on Team Sandlin, while the rest of his teammates get to party with Ray. By the way, Christopher Colon and Chad Tackle will also go to Team Bentley after EJ DeQ was selected by Team Sandlin, taking all the defensive tackles off the board.
I very quickly need to apologize to Mr. Colon, because I believe we've been on the same Pro Bowl team every year, and I promised him I wouldn't draft him. And I feel like I've kept that promise in the worst possible way.
Yeah, and Optimus Klein is not too happy about it either. In the chat, he says, in all caps, "You were supposed to not pick me so one of us could break our losing streak."
Money didn't come through. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're gonna break Zach worse than Stephen Mullinex broke Charles Doherty behind the scenes of a broadcast channel one night. Stephen Mullinex did an impression of John C. Reilly from Talladega Nights, and I thought Charles Doherty was going to have a seizure. He was laughing so hard. That was a funny night. One for the books.
I was warned beforehand. I direct messaged him and said, I'm going to be a little weird, so...
Did you really have to DM him that? Is that really necessary?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have to, but I appreciate the him doing it in advance, so at least I could somewhat try to prepare myself for this.
It's like loudly announcing that I'm going to fart before I fart. I'm doing you a favor.
Toot, toot, and fart. What's next? Go ahead, Zach.
Let me pose myself for a second, and then I'm going to take Avant Irvine as my other linebacker.
So that sends Nick Fargo to Team Bentley. So what do you like about Levant, Zach?
Looking at his stats, he's kind of a tackling machine. I can use that, hopefully, to help stop myself on Ray Bentley's team. And between that and my now stacked defensive line, hopefully we can slow me down.
Luck.
Go ahead, Ray. You're next.
Well, here's another terrible dad joke. Once again, I'm warning you, I'm about to fart before I do it on the microphone. His father may be a wet noodle, but Thomas Rowan Jr. is as strong as they come. And again, if I've got Tom Pepper throwing pass after pass, I want him being caught by the best of the best. So Tom Ramen Jr., come on over.
I really want to make a joke, but I don't remember how old Thomas Rauman Jr. is, so I'm forced to refrain.
It's for the best.
Yeah. All of you can just think about what that joke might have been if it was somebody that we knew was over 18, like Ray Bentley. All right, Zach, you're up.
I wasn't ready for this one. Let's see. Who do we got left? Let me take Brett Killian at wide receiver.
The king.
So all three Vancouver Legion players on Team Sandlin at the moment.
He made me a really awesome hat. So
He made you a hat?
yes, he did make me a hat.
What was it made out of?
First?
Yeah,
what?
seriously, why did you draft him first? What was it made out of?
He made me a Lobos hat. Just a really nice flat bill hat that I really appreciate.
That's what's up.
Optimus, where was my hat?
Well, Ray, would you rather have a hat or would you rather have one of those 3D ducks that Matt Wilson prints out?
Oh no. Oh. God, why'd you do this to me?
It's not
I'm
that
so
big
bald,
of a
but also
decision.
so childish.
Duck or hat? You gotta choose, Ray.
I'm going for the duck. I'm sorry. I gotta. Hats I can get anywhere.
And the duck quacks again. You're up, Ray.
Never stop. Okay. Well, I think I believe it's time to just takes and takes and takes from Zach. So I can't think of another pun to do. So Amon takes linebacker. I would love to be on my team. I need his trash talk. I need that energy so that we can truly make this the most foul team to absolutely run roughshod all over Team Sandlin.
So takes moves over. And we've got some house cleaning to do here. Justin Jones is going to go over to Team Sandlin as the only corner. Or actually, I stand corrected. There are 3 corners left. 2 linebackers left. 2 safeties and 3 receivers. That's all that remains here of this Pro Bowl draft. It is, let's see, I believe it's back to you. We're going to go back to Bentley.
Well, I believe that when Zach so rudely took the Burger King from me, I myself need a king on my squad. So let's get Avery King. Let's roll him in onto this.
I like what you did there. That was very, very smooth.
Ooh. That one I just made up
Oh, wait.
on the spot.
Wait.
That wasn't part of that.
Hold on. You can't. That was the housekeeping I
No.
needed to do. Avery King and Chad Guy are the only linebackers left. They got to go to Team Sandlin.
All of them.
Oh, man, you wasted a pun and everything. I'm so sorry.
Aw.
That was a brand new, fresh pun just for you guys.
I'll give- if you want to keep the pun, I'll trade you Sling Shady for Avery King.
Not. I will take Siege Falco, wide receiver from Atlanta? I'm very confused all of a sudden. My graphic just got very small. I want Siege.
By the way,
Yes, from Atlanta.
NG Ebert saying, this has been a little messy. You're a little messy.
Who's messy? I'll show you messy.
How would you show a person messy, Ray? I'm curious. What would be involved?
Well, because right now I've only got the microphone, I would just need to put it closer to my extremely moist arm.
How do you come up with this stuff? You know I throw it over to you because I have no idea what you're going to say, but I know it's going to be great.
I'm doing my very best not to say any bad words, so...
Yeah, I'm going to have to refrain from that myself if you're going to mic us up on the sideline. As JS3 will be want to remind you all.
Andy said, how do you let these two on the air? Well, see, I put them in a group DM, and then I start a call, and then they answer, and then I attach them to OBS, and then they come on the air. So, that's how it works.
A better question is, how will you get us off the air, Andy?
Yes.
Well, I'll just hit stop streaming, and then that solves that too. So it's really not that hard. It's really not that hard. All right, I'm losing track here. Whose next pick is it?
I did spread to take Avery King, and then I got Siege Falco, so I believe it's Zach.
Yes, you are correct.
So let me have... Oh boy. Do I want to round out my offense or do I want to go for a defensive pick? Give me Mickey Martino. Why not?
All
Vancouver
four.
Sweep complete.
Yes, Vancouver sweep. Nobody left off.
Give me the meme team.
The meme team goes to Team Sandlin. Bishop Warfield will head over to Team Bentley, and outside of Kaz McFly, it's a Baltimore Vultures sweep over on the Team Bentley side of things. Hey Bentley, what are you doing? Bishop Warfield is a rookie. How could you let that happen?
A lot of careful pointing and then embarrassing ball dropping, but I like his spunk. I like his moxie. He's got energy on the field that crackles, and you know what? I think he's got that vet spirit in him, and if he doesn't, we'll inject it into him at some point.
I don't want to know where that injection goes.
Zach, your sophomore season's coming up. You need the booster, so I'll get with you later about that.
So we are down to 5 picks left. It's back over to Team Sandlin. You can either choose a free safety and choose it for Bentley, choose his free safety that is, or you can go with a corner and potentially risk Bentley getting the safety that he wants. What would you like to do, Zach?
Oh, let me see. I'm going to go with a corner. Again, I got to make up for Crash Combs' lack of coverage skills.
Wow, throwing so much shade.
Hey, you think this is bad? You should really see what happens in our locker room.
We'd be throwing the shade at each other.
Let me have Justin Jones.
Justin Jones off the board. 4 players left, including the Ghost Man himself, Mr. Pro Bowl himself, Anthony Wyo, Brady Clark, and Camden Hoffman. What say you, Ray?
Say, hey, Tone, baby, I got your number. Hey, Tone, Antone, Wyo, baby, I got your number.
I was like, what is happening?
Wasn't sure where that was going.
So all 5 Las Vegas players are on Team Bentley, Ray? What's your fascination with the Fury tonight?
I don't know if it's just the Fury. I think I've got a large amount of just bird players in general. Birds fascinate me. They can fly, and I deeply covet that ability.
Thanks for letting us know birds can fly. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's interesting. you've got 2 Sparrows, you've got a Skyhawk, you've got 5 Furies. So what? That's 8, and then you've got
Better than Greece.
you got 5 Vultures. That's 13 bird players. That is intense.
Bird gang.
How many you got, Zach? 3? 4?
Maybe.
Man, it's a lot of birds.
1.
And never forget, bird's the word.
Oh man.
Come on, I had to.
I
There
think
was
I only
no
have-
way it wasn't happening.
There's only 2 picks left. Actually, 1 pick left. You, Mr. Sandlin, get to decide the fate of this entire draft. Will you take Aaron Arrington or Camden Hoffman, leaving one of these players as the final pick in tonight's draft? Just before Game of Thrones, I told you all we'd be done before, and I was absolutely truthful.
Well, I'm honestly really surprised, as is a lot of people in the chat, that he's fallen this far in the draft. I really expected Ray to pick him before I got a chance to even take him. Let me have Aaron Arrington on my team, please. Thank you. Still a little bit of that veteran spirit from Ray Bentley.
Say, Aaron's a former teammate, and it stings a little to have to face him down, but I'll do it with pride. Well, no, with
Stings a little. It's not as
Oil.
bad as you having, like, at least you're not playing yourself.
That's true.
Can be
And
very-
feel free to, again, give me all of that upsetness. I will take it, lap it up.
It's very be very awkward staring across the sideline and seeing myself playing the ball for you. So
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Future
You're
two
gonna.
of the
You're gonna get very confused about which sideline you have to go to in particular
Yes.
moments of this game. Anyway,
So am I, but
well, yes,
Hmm?
the Pro Bowl is set.
I'm just going to wander around the field, Mike Tomlin style.
The Pro Bowl is set, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you think is gonna win? Get over into Discord and talk about it. We'll post these rosters on Discord so you can get a look at it. And for all of you who are in the Pro Bowl, you'll be put into your locker rooms accordingly to start getting ready and prepped for the Pro Bowl that will be next Sunday at 6 Central, 7 Eastern here on Twitch. Final thoughts, Zach, before we head off the air, and then over to Ray for the closing words.
I think one of the people in chat has a very good point to bring up. Does this mean I get access to both locker rooms?
No, you do not. You will get access to the locker room in which you will be coaching in. No collusion.
Darn. Well, other than that, I'm excited for this. Very, very honored and privileged to even have a chance to do this. I messaged you the other day. I did not, in my wildest dreams, even think that I would be a coach of a Pro Bowl. So thank you for this. Look forward to getting some coaching experience.
Hey, Ashley Jackson wants to talk with both of you tomorrow for the podcast. If you guys are up for that, make sure to send her a direct message. Ray, you get the last word.
All right. I think it's the immortal words of the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Zach, I'm the cream. Yeah, the cream of the crop. Are you ready for it, baby? You're going down. And also, it's a great honor to be chosen for this. It's absolutely, you guys have put me beside myself for the last week. I can't wait to try to deliver a product with this team of amazing veterans that everyone will not only be proud of, but absolutely gobsmacked by. And I can't wait to have a great time with all y'all in a week.
A week from now, we'll see you at the Pro Bowl. For all of us at the Simulation Football League, I'm Cameron Irvine. Good night.